And going across the top bars!
Side.
Yo!
Bar.
Woo!
Great jump down.
Yo!
So
She's
fast
looking
here.
sturdy. Come on! Hey!
All right, guys, this is course 3. As you can see here, it is a lot of ups. They got to go through here. This is a huge option going up to that. All right, now we're climbing all the way up. I was hoping we'd get another look at that, but that's okay.
Let's go, Pablo.
Once you get up here, all you have left are yellow flags right here. So you do not have to do that jump he just did. You can wrap around to the back, and then the finish is up here on the touchpad.
So if you're hitting the ground, you gotta have a strong ascent. If you're staying up top of the bars, you gotta be precisioso.
And I saw a lot of people practicing going down to the ground, and just like he did there, jumping up, one hand on the wall, and then one hand giving the slap for the touch gate.
And you do run the risk of missing the target if you're trying to reach for that. If your arms just aren't quite long enough, you're in trouble.
Absolutely. We had a little bit of that issue with Katarina, actually, in her practice.
Oh.
She kept going up, and hand just wasn't quite getting high enough.
And here's our current leaderboard. Miranda Tibbling strongly in first.
Followed by Megan McQueen and Taylor Carpenter tied for second. Then we have Jess Chan, Katarina Washbourne, Hikari Izumi.
That is
Evelyn
our top
Rosier.
6.
And Heidi Yamamoto.
Yamamoto.
And now remember, this is done by rank points. That means where you finish, you will get points accordingly. There are 8 competitors left. That means if you finish in first place, you will get 8 points. If you finish in 8th place, you will get 1 point.
And I am very curious to see how each competitor decides to approach that final portion. I don't know if I saw anybody planning to stride across the top, but that could change.
Now this first section was big time tricky right here. Once they pass over the first 2 obstacles, they then have to decide, do they go to the ground and then up through the cage, or do they make the sketchy jump to the cage? Now I saw a little bit of a split on both, but it can be very risky to go for that jump if you don't make it. Here we go.
And here
Carly,
she
let's see what
goes.
she does. Does decide to go to the ground and up and through.
Oh, and repositioning on top.
Oh,
no.
it was such a good attempt. Just didn't quite get her elbow on top in order to push up.
Oh, underneath.
The roll to the thread through. Let's go.
Sneaky.
And tap it.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh, that's okay. That
That-
still might be enough, Hikari.
What a unique way to go through this course.
Damn, and she nearly muscled up on that bar. .228 seconds.
Great run from Hikari. Even with that big mess up going up the purple wall, I think the idea, had it been executed to perfection, would have been very fast, but not able to get that elbow up and over to go into that support position.
And I love that she decided to sneak in that little hole from the L wall. I've been waiting the entire competition to see somebody do that. I was kind of thinking for style, you could do something a little sneaky.
All right. Katarina Washbourne representing Rise Parkour in Houston, Texas. I have seen her run a ton of speed courses, and she is not to be slept on.
Well, let's go.
Great start. Decides to go, Kong's
up and over the
onto
bars.
it, and she does stride across out of that Kong.
And a bit of a scramble, but was still
Climbing
able to make
straight-
it work.
Yeah, straight up and over the vertical bar. Great jump down. Does she go to the ground? Yes, she does.
Yeah, she does.
Just got to touch.
Strong ascent. Oh,
touch.
There we go.
All right.
Everybody's hitting the double tap just to make sure.
Now you can see how safe she was there towards the end. In practice, she was going up with just one hand and swiping at it, but I believe she missed it 2 different times. So that time goes up, gets the leg up, and then just starts beating it.
So as far as we're informed, Katarina Washbourne with the first sub-20 time of 16.805.
16.805.
Katarina with the scramble.
Crazy time. And right here you can see she kongs, 1 foot up, and then striding over.
And keeping her intention forward, so even if she is falling, she can still fall further along the course.
And believe it or not, that was her exact plan, was to go up with both hands and 1 foot.
There we go. Oh, no, she got it.
Just a little bit of time cost there, going to elbows instead of hands.
Let's go, Jess Chan. And I think she's going to be attempting the jump to the bars, to the top of the bars. Let's see, right at the start. Nope, going underneath.
Decide to go underneath. Now, her ankle was giving her trouble, so that might be part of it. Ooh,
okay.
Such a smooth ascent.
Nice. Keeping it consistent.
Precisioning down onto the ledge.
And going underneath the bars. I think that's the right choice.
Oh, so clean on the finish.
17.28.
Interesting. So it looks like the decision to go underneath the cage, or the decision to drop precision and instead of taking the full drop may have cost her just enough time.
And I think that would serve our competitors to jump to that wall, because then they're not taking nearly as much impact, but it didn't look like it served her quite enough. Let's see. Yeah, it still had to double hop to get up and over, and
you can see this finish so smooth, though. Both hands, one reaches up and gets the tap.
Yeah, racked up a lot of time vaulting up and over the L wall. That's another classic case of going up when you do want to be going down.
It looked to me like the main time sink there was going down under the cage at the beginning. The climb up just took a little bit too much time to get feet back on top.
Getting those Looney Tunes feet going up the wall.
Taylor Carpenter coming up next.
Let's go, Taylor.
All right. See how she approaches this. Also decides to go under.
But a stronger approach, only one tack on the side of the wall.
A little bit slower on the ascent, being very careful with that foot placement. I know her knee was giving her a ton of issues, so she doesn't want to take too much unnecessary impact.
Very economic on the descent after the L wall, though. No stops.
Yeah, you can see her kind of limping off there. She said that her knee has been dislocating itself pretty much nonstop for like 10 years.
For 10 years?
Yeah, she is very educated in what is too much for it and what's just enough. And she decided it'll be okay if I run. It'll just be a bit of pain.
What did she do in a past life to deserve 10 years of knee pain? That's horrible.
17.192 will put her in second place right now.
Damn. 17.192. Oh, what a drop.
Oh.
Yeah, and she was the quickest up that last wall out of all of our competitors so far. Will anybody go across the top bars?
Yeah, yet again, it does look like going underneath the cage is not going to save any time. Now, I know in practice I saw some people going all the way across the beam to the back of the gym, and then it's more of a sprint instead of a drop to drop. I think Megan McQueen, though, will be looking to take the big drop.
Focus up, Megan McQueen. You got this. Such a strong speed competitor. I had no doubt she would make it to the finals.
All right, Megan getting set here. She is tall, has long limbs, and she can definitely use that to her advantage here, especially in this first section. Stepping to the top, stepping across the gap. Let's see how the ascent goes. Jumps up, gets the foot down.
A little bit of a slow down, but still consistent.
Nice push down there.
And going across the top bars.
Stride.
Yo!
Megan McQueen.
There we go.
Absolutely destroying the course, showing staying up high is absolutely the way.
Yep. Oh, check out those sunglasses and the money. Was that American? What's the exchange rate? Yo! Classic Apex move, slapping on them sunnies. Repping in that Prometheus tee. One of our sponsors, Prometheus. 14 point what? Literally 14 point what, though, I do want to know.
Stepping across, I believe it was 14.8.
Okay.
Her only slowdown was here, jumping up. Even that, done relatively smooth, just a little bit slower. Here, propelling herself down.
And then champion moves across there, making sure she's got a solid first foot. Very economic with those foot placements across the top because you can really cost yourself if you decide to go tippy-tappy toes across that bar.
And going over the top like that saves you so much time. It affords you the ability to go a little bit slower and make sure that your foot placement is on point.
And she was able to keep her feet on perpendicular bars the whole time, which can help you get better, surer footing because it is tough to just be running across a straight bar.
Miranda Tibbling, currently sitting in first place out of the speed competitors, has been absolutely annihilating everyone's time. Kong's up.
Yo!
So
she's
fast
looking
here.
sturdy.
See this ascent?
Okay, quickest up the wall.
Nice.
Yo, and staying very tall.
Does
from
go
that
down
drop.
to the ground.
Oh!
What is
what?
that? A time of 12.67?
Yo, she didn't even need to run across those bars.
Miranda does so well taking these big drops. She has so much strength that she doesn't need to absorb nearly as much. Just a little knee bend, and then she's immediately accelerating again.
Yo, let's go, Miranda. Come on. $12.676. Come on. Hey, checking a little backflip.
The back tuck celebration.
What a
Let's
celly.
go.
Yo, and
Look at how
so
smooth
strong.
this is.
And she was so tall striding across that gap.
Just a hair of a scramble there to get her right foot up.
And then
Other
does
than that,
not need to absorb
boom,
this jump at all.
straight forward.
Yo. And that underbar kind of helped her accelerate across the ground.
Yeah, it takes a little bit off of the impact. You see here, boom, so strong. Using her hands to take a little bit less on the impact so she can land 1, 2, and continue sprinting. My goodness. And true to form, speed went by so fast just now. I got to run it to some replays. I want to see that back, see what we just saw, because that was like 3 minutes?
Yep.
What happened? Way too fast.
Yeah, can we see a few replays, please?
All right, while we wait for those replays, right now, it looks like we're into the replays. Let's go, baby. Megan McQueen taking that top route.
Yup.
And you can see how stoked she is. She was the only competitor to go that top route, where Miranda said, you know what? I'm going to go down low. I'm just going to do it better than everyone and make up all of the time.
Like, still had a 2-second difference and going across the ground. I bet you she might have potentially been able to get a sub-10 if she ran across the top.
Honestly, she spent such little time going onto the ground.
Yeah, she touched the ground with like 1 set.
Yeah, that may have made up some time. But before we kick it over to men's speed, we're going to run to a commercial break with Point A.
Check it out.
Yep. Get up in there hungry.
Getting that glizzy.
By the way, shout out to the hot dogs. Look at this, the pizza dog. Dude, it is so good.
I'm a professional parkour athlete, and I'm from Houston, Texas.
He's truly someone that wanted something in life and reached out and grabbed it and let no one stop him.
I think a lot of people saw him as an underdog, and now they're like, oh, whoa, Jared is the threat to take first place.
Come on, how you going to be sick in style and speed, man? That is incredible.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Do you like stuff like this?
still with us? And check us out at thecommons.boston. We host new videos every month, we support the community, and we're hosting our biggest ever event October 6th to 8th, so be there.
Ooh, look at that!